So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fight these monsters with the alerts, and we are going to try and get them to drop a pink tail so that I can get some of these. Now, these armors generally give such a high, defense. It gives you 100 defense and 20 magic defense, or But yeah. So pretty much what we're gonna be doing is I'm gonna heal up with Rosa, and let's see. Let's just get everybody to full health or something like it. Yeah, go ahead and just fill them up. You can use one too. Alright, so it's ridiculously low how many chances you have to get this item. So I have about 173 of these, or wait, yeah, somewhat, maybe 72, 172, but yeah. The other way to start maxing is this little raffle, but I've already took into account maxing everybody's vitality as much as I could, so that basic attacks don't hurt and stuff. So like, the wrong guy. Well, let's check out Rosa. Rosa has an 86 defense, so she's probably the next one that I'll put an adamant on her arm. He's got 99 vitality, find the edge. He did pretty good too. He's got good stats, except for his will is the weakest, and it's really hard to go up. So yeah. Without further ado, let me introduce to you the AFK method. What I'm doing is I'm taking a piece of tape and I am taping down my X button. Okay, and this is going to save me from having to hold the controller at all. Then I'm going to press triangle, and everything is going to fall into place. And these are the enemies. They're pink puffs. Easier versions, they're not so tough. Like, I'm on the harder version of the game, kind of, because chances are lower. But I'm just playing the old PS1 Chronicles, whatever it is, and yeah. So here is just like my input on the drop rates of this game. This game is good for the grinders, the ones that want to spend over an hour grinding for an item. And it's also good for people that just want to like level up to 99 and beat the game or something. You can beat the game at like level 60 or 70, maybe even 50 and 40. I bet people on YouTube can do it at initial stats, but anyways, like, I'm just saying, when you go down to it, stat maxing is a pain. If you go to the max stat all your characters, I suggest doing it one at a time. And yeah, because micromanaging every character to see that they get the best stat growth was a pain in the rear. I X'd out every time I got a stat, and then I would add more, or less when I got the stat increases that I wanted, because they did randomize. Check out my max stat video. So yeah, we just got a new item that they dropped. I think there were two, but we're not going to be using that. We're going to be using sirens alerts in my game. Alright, so stat is from level 70 to 99. At 71, you start getting random stats all the way to 99. You got what you got at 99. 99 is the end of the road, and that's all you can do. The only thing else you can do is get item drop rates at 3 stats, which is what we're doing. We're trying to get an armor. And this is how ridiculous it can be. Like, I've only fought 2 of these battles, but seeming that they all have a 10% chance, I should be getting a drop rate every 50% of the time. So sometimes we'll miss 2, sometimes we'll gain 2 drops in a row. But the thing is, they got a 1 in 64 chance each to drop it. Meaning like a 4 in like whatever. How many are there? There's 5 of them. 64 times 5. We have like a 5 out of 320 or something chance to get it. Roughly run 64. But it shouldn't be too hard to get. I mean, it can take an hour, or it can take 2. Or it can take like 5 to 10 minutes. You never know. Because the one thing I have noticed is the computer systems that you use do know how long you've been trying to get an item. They are actually programmed for the game to make sure that these odds stay true. The statistics deal with math and technology. There is the pattern. It's what makes the whole system make sense. So if I went and killed like 500 and didn't get one, I could load back up and fight 100 and probably get one. It does take it. Like I've always said, even in Final Fantasy 12, when a drop rate says that it's 1 in 1,000, it's 1 in 1,000. You are literally going to have to try 1,000 times just to get this drop rate. So 1 in 64, not a bad deal when I get 50% of the time I get an item. That's 1 in 64 chance that I get a pink tail. That's less than 1 in 100. Well, it's actually a little bit more if you really do the math. But some people said it's like a 0.88% chance you get it, and I don't think so, because if it was really like just almost a point, we'll round it up to a percentage. 1% of the time, that's still 1 in 100 drops. But I don't think your chances reset. I think that there is a pattern of how long you take to get the item before it does. But again, I'm going to move on from this game because I think my characters are good, and I think that there's a lot more to explore in the Final Fantasy world. So I'm going to do Final Fantasy 5, and then I'm going to play Final Fantasy 6. And then I'm going to do the 13 trilogy. Then I'm going to play Final Fantasy 7 Remake. And I'll be doing a live stream on Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Now, what is going to happen is I'm going to get a sword in Final Fantasy 5 that it could be called the Chicken Blade. I'm not sure what it's called, but you can get like a bravery blade or something like that. And I was thinking, I always went with the bravery one because it depends on how. If you never run away from battle, the bravery blade is pretty good because it takes like a lot of running away from the battles before the chicken blade becomes any good. And it can become the best sword in the game if you run away from like ridiculous number amounts of people. Maxing every job, I might, because if I do it, I'm going to do it right. I'm not going to do it by movers. I'm going to go to that Leviathan room with the double iron giants, summon Leviathan 2 times, clear them out, maybe 3 times. So we did get an item there. It was just an elixir. He can drop an elixir, either to Fuma or one of the better shurikens. I like my shurikens. Or his final drop, the rarest one of them all, is Pink Tail. Pink Tail, you take it to this cave in the real world, earthly world, and he'll give you the adamant armor right away. You don't even have to go to the blacksmith to make the armor. Just give the guy 1 pink tail. Don't try and get 2 or 3 of them at a time. Just one. Every time you get one, go to the guy, get your armor, come back, try again. Now, when I first did this, I had 9 stacks and 99 sirens, or they call it alerts in my game. So I had nearly 900 alerts. And I used 25 of them and I got a pink tail. And that's why Edge, he has admin armor on it, so I got one. But if I wanted to get all 4 of my characters, and I do have one, it's going to take a little bit more time. But with Final Fantasy V, I think I'm just gonna like to grow from Final Fantasy IV. I think like doing this is I'm already like stronger than any monster in the game. There's really no reason. There's no elixir. I don't want it. This is like the fastest way. I mean, I got my X tight down, and then I got turbo on. All I have to do is press triangle whenever battle ends. So I can literally sit here for an hour and try. And that's pretty much my odds of getting this item. But there's also the note that it's going to be hard, and I might not get the item. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to make the stream, because the rant is, you got low files, you got mages, bomb summon, Hypertris, and you got Zeus gauntlets, you got crystal rings. Let me see what else you got. You just got a lot of drop rates, and while I do think that this is a game that goes timeless because you can always go and try and get like the perfect crew, like, with the perfect weapons and perfect armors and stuff like that. But what if you are already smart enough to just get it with like better stats? I mean, my characters are probably performing a lot better than people that have these ultimate armors and weapons and stuff. Just because I was smarter. I got 55 hours on the game, somewhere around there. I'm closing in on 55 hours. And I mean, it was a good game, and Final Fantasy V, the only thing that your stats depend on is that freelancer at the end, man. When you get a freelancer, you can equip like 3 abilities or 4 abilities that can just make you great at the game, and that's what I want to do now. That's what I'm going to do. Final Fantasy V is coming. And then it's going to be Final Fantasy VI, then it's going to be Final Fantasy 13 trilogy. I don't know how big I'm going to get on Lightning Returns DLC, but I got all the DLC for 13 too. But yeah, so you might be seeing a video of Final Fantasy V really soon. Just because while I could get those items, there's still like the fact that most of the enemies in the game can be killed by me. Like, I hope that you try to find a challenging opponent for me, but I don't see why I have to get these ultra rare drops just to make my life better when I'm already ridiculously destroying everything. But that's even the rant, and yeah, that's what a lot of people need to talk about, because I've heard people talk about, oh, I can't get up and trying since level 60, like, or I've been trying like for 40 hours, and really shouldn't take that long. Really shouldn't take that long. Like I said, I got mine for 22 uses of the sirens, but I understand that it's RNG, because every game is numerated, like numerated. And if you use these numbers and rules well, you can understand the chances and the odds. It's like a slot machine. And the reason I don't gamble is because I understand that slot machines usually don't give money. They give it like $2, and if you think it's starting to hit, you're gonna put $20 in, which is gonna tell it, okay, I can get more money off this chuck. But if you put like $5 in, they'll be like, well, they're just trying to see if they can make their money back, so we'll give them $15. You put 20 in before. It gets always rigged to just try and like fish you in. That's what I think this game does. I think this game fishes you into thinking that if you got this item, you're going to be ultimately powerful. and I've already got one, and it's 100 defense and 30 or maybe 20 magic defense, or whatever that spell under the vitality is. But there's no use to getting these items. If you take the time to get those items, you're probably gonna reach 99 and max stats by then. Like, yeah, it's not worth it. Let's see if I get it here. No, I didn't. So, does this look like something somebody wants to spend their time doing? Not really. Do you want to do it if you want to sit there and say you're the best Final Fantasy 4 player? Well, if you're the best Final Fantasy 4 player, you're going to have a stockpile of hard to get items. You're going to leave chests alone so that you can carry more items. You're going to have consumables, 999 MP, 9,999 HP for all characters, and like even King, like if you had him with 999 MP, what do you do? Like he doesn't use MP. In the end, you gotta just prioritize what you think your time is worth on the video game. That's why you don't have to get it, and you do at the same time. Like, I want to have the best Final Fantasy 4 characters, and I'm in pretty good shape to actually have it. And because I sat there and did all the stat maxing, and then now all I have to do is get like adamant armor, crystal helms, or crystal rings. I mean, and what else is there? The blast mask, maybe more ribbons, but I think they might be called pro rings or pro light. So I forget, protect rings maybe. And it irks me every time I don't get the drop. I'm like, oh man, like, where'd it go? But yeah, it's not worth it. If you really do have to make a ranting video about it, know that there's a lot more opportunities. There's a game out there bigger than any game we know of, and it's life. And it's not a game, but yet it is. You can play life. You can get a job. You can work. You can, you know, even like get really good at spheres. I mean, people do athletics, and you can pretty much succeed in life doing about anything you want. So put your mind to something good, but then you think straight and focus on it. You do not have to do what I'm doing. You do not have to get 5 admin offers. You don't. Even though I'm going to probably try and make my characters as best as I can get, in the end, I'm not going to sweep it. And I am going to start playing Final Fantasy 5 more to see if that just rubs off for me or not. So, look forward to it. I'm going to be looking forward to it. See y'all later. And, yeah. Till then.